Hello, Georgetta Gancars here, and I just wanted to show you how to do a trick with fast trees and also waves with lots of energy for just using saran wrap from the store. So saran wrap is what you would wrap your food in, and it's kind of like a plastic wrap. Looks like this. And I just went to the grocery store. You can get those bags that you put your food inside. That are free, and you can just kind of cut the edges. So I have a long bag here, and I kind of cut one side. I'm going to cut off the end. So now I'm left with this, and I can stretch it out. Now I can just cut it in one long piece. And what I'm going to do is I have my palette here, and I'm just going to take my saran wrap and I'm going to dip it in my green paint. I just picked it up on the edge. I'm going to also pick up some yellow. Then I'm just going to dab it on my palette. So as I picked it up, I'm just kind of dabbing it here. I'm going to take that saran wrap that I have, and what I'm going to do, and your fingers get kind of messy, so I'm just going to dab it here. And if I dab lightly, you can see I get this texture. So it's almost kind of like sponging. And you can do that real fast. Then you can just build up this tree. Okay, and you can add shadows. You can add a darker color too. And I'll show you on some watercolor paper here. We'll do the same exact thing. And I'm just going to pick it up again, and I can dab it. And you can do this with watercolors, acrylics, oils. And I'll dab it real hard, and I'll show you. If I dab and I get a lot of color, let's put a lot of brown there, I can cover it up with the other color that comes through. And I get these nice layers. And this can be if you were building up a lot of different colors of green at once that you might not be able to get. So I added some blue in there just to show you how many different colors you can do. So if you're working abstractly, doing an abstract painting, this works great too. So the other thing that I want to show you besides doing these trees, and we can add some more color if we want, we can add some browns. The good thing is you see a little bit of the blue underneath, so you see whatever color your sky is. It doesn't really overpower the canvas either. And you can decide where you want to put the shadows, okay? And you can add a darker color in there. In the previous video, I had little bits of darker green in here. I had a little bit of black mixed with the yellow, which you can do too. So the next step is I want to show you is waves. So waves are kind of like if we were doing water. You can get another piece of wrap that's clean. And what I'll do is I'm going to pick up some dark blue, some light blue, and I kind of just make these shapes. And if I want the shapes to be really transparent, I just add less paint. So let's just make the shapes thinner up here, so you have that idea. And then I can go in, if I had white caps on top, I can add white. And I'll show you up close how fast that I built this canvas up with all that color, right? And if you look at the previous video with the saran wrap, I did the waves very realistic. So I can add this blue, and all of this white. So try it first on a little piece of watercolor paper like I'm doing. Try blending a bunch of different colors. We'll do it again here. Here are the waves that I did before. They're a little bit looser. And here is the trees that I did with the wrap. So the more colors that you have, this was my regular CAD yellow with a little bit of Mars black and yellow mixed together. So I got that green, and then I just had my permanent green also, or you could use a phthalo green. And then I just have my different blues here. And as you can see, I can build that up really thick. If you go really close, you can see all the strokes if you wanted it to be a little bit more abstract. And to get you some kind of ideas of how that looks on a canvas, when we started, we can have some sponging going in here. Also for these trees in the back, something like this, which you can also do with the brush, has that similar kind of feeling. And again, of course, these canvases were done fast. These are like my 20-minute demos. But if you want to see me in the studio, or if you're taking one of my classes or reading one of my books, you'll see the different methods that I have you learning. And this is just something you can do fast with the brush. I mean, without a brush. So I'll see you soon. Ciao.